That was a fantastic warm-up. Yeah, get comfortable, man. We've just gone live. So yeah, make sure to tip your hat and to top your drink towards the many listeners and viewers that I have, Clay. Yeah, the crowd that tunes in every week here is
Let's just make it open up. I'm not a musician, I'm an artist.
well, that's good, but you got to say it into the mic. So sit back, tilt that thing towards you a little bit.
Just get really comfortable with it, you know.
Yeah.
It just looks like a whole lot of blank to handle, you know. Like it really could have done a job from over there.
What's that? The mic?
Yeah,
Well, it could. I could really turn up the.
but that, of course, would be unnecessary. Well, I'm very chuffed to be here in your humble abode.
Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome. Yeah. Gaze out upon the Brownsnake and seize a little more inspiration for the further noise that's bound to come, I suppose.
All right, now I've just got a big flaming ball of gas in my eyes.
Oh, sorry, mate. Sorry. Hang on. Just hang on. We're just a comedy of errors at this point. So, okay. So yeah, now you've got sunnies on. Do you want to view again, or do you want to? What would you prefer? You can have sunglasses and a view, or shade and no view.
I don't know. I think it's really up to the listeners, you know? It's their show.
No, it's not up to the listeners at all.
It's up to me?
It's really up to you. Because this is your experience of the Brownsnake.
Okay, well, sunglasses all the way, you know?
Yeah, you want a view?
Yeah,
Alright,
I see you.
Whack those puppies on him.
And we'll talk biz.
There we are. How's that?
It's pretty great.
You comfortable?
Yeah, I can hear the birds singing.
Birds
The
singing.
subtle rush of the city cat as it goes by.
It is a subtle rush. And I mean, it's a subtle rush as it goes by. It's a subtle rush to sit on as well.
Oh, indeed.
Sometimes, if I'm early for an event, like if I'm ready early for an event, I'll take the scenic route and I'll catch a ferry to New Farm Park and walk into the valley from there, you know, just to catch a river cat.
Oh, they're always great fun. I remember.
Yeah, sit out the back, listen to a tune, watch the Brisbane go by, you know.
That's exactly where I sit, at the back of the city cat. Usually have something by Iggy Pop or something playing.
Oh,
Usually
really?
The passenger, and just
Oh, right.
watch.
You tend to tune your playlists conceptually.
Oh, I don't really. Actually, yeah, I just got that. The passenger. Yeah. Oh, I don't listen to A Hard Day's Night after I've just had a big one.
Why is that? Just to avoid the post-inebriated anxiety?
Oh, that's a good song.
Is it?
Yeah, it is. It's by Grinners.
Oh, it is too, by Grinspoon. Shout out to Grinspoon for all the fine tunes they've given to us over the many years.
On you, Philo. Good on you for overcoming all that and the rest of the boys.
Philo from Grinners. Appreciate it. Ah, yeah, let it out, Clay. Relax. Shout out to Lily, who couldn't make it to the stream today. She was
Yo. My wonderful partner.
she was otherwise occupied,
indisposed.
Chose to have an hour-long shower instead of when you answered the phone at your house and your parents are too busy. Did you say indisposed or did you say occupied? What was your stock statement to give to the caller?
Oh, it changed a bit. It jumped around from ages. So like, normally I'd just say like, Daddy's drunk right now, or like, you know, Mummy's not here.
Daddy's too drunk to come to the phone right now.
And then it progressed to Yeah, just the regular no one's home except me. I've had my biological grandfather call me and not know who I was on that particular phone line. He's a bit of a strange one. He
Yeah, right.
experimented with the old blue meanies a bit too much back in the late 70s, early 80s, and
Oh, right, okay.
yeah, chewed his frontal lobe out, I think. He's got, it's like there's a pine cone inside of his skull.
I'm all for expanding your mind, but everything in moderation. Everything for moderation.
Oh, he steadfastly insists that he's been abducted by aliens. He's just one of those North Queenslanders that have been abducted by aliens. There's plenty of them.
Yeah, right. Whereabouts was he when he was abducted? Was he upon the brown snake?
No, well, he lives up in North Queensland. Last I heard, he was living out of a caravan park in Mission Beach, which was, I don't know, he kind of looks like Owen Wilson if he'd spent his life using street drugs, and if he was 70 and his nose was more of a smashed red puree.
So he looks nothing like Owen Wilson then? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, he looks like Owen Wilson in like 40 years' time if he went right off the rails.
If he had too many blue meanies. Kids, don't take too many blue meanies. Otherwise you look like a sunburnt Owen Wilson. Very sunburnt Owen Wilson.
Red in the face. Oh, red in the face.
Red in the face.
That's been big this week, people with red faces. The beetrooter.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh,
We'll dismiss that topic. It's been dissected enough.
It's probably
on
been
other
talk about people
mediums.
who are more capable of talking about it. Just one of those things that once, you see another musician, another politician, philander. You're like, yeah, cool, another one.
It's just
Well done.
It's just about how half-assed he was about it, I think, though. Like, put a little bit of effort into hiding it.
Yeah, right. I haven't followed the story at all. I just saw it and was like, yep, cool. Another politician abusing his position.
I think the main contention
Fantastic.
is that they created jobs that they weren't advertised for his pregnant mistress because she wasn't his partner.
Yeah,
So
right.
it doesn't breach the code of conduct.
Oh.
She's not his partner.
Yeah, right.
Tricky.
Hang 'em all.
Yeah.
Hang 'em all.
By the Akubra.
Hang 'em all with the Akubra. They do have that neat little leather strap around the top of it, right? That would be
Actually, I
a
just
reliable noose.
Actually, that's a rather evil thing to say, actually. I just remembered that Akubra makes all the slouch hats for the Australian Defence Force.
Yeah, right. Hey, can I just get you to tilt that mic?
Towards my head a bit more.
Oh, look at... Yeah, so...
Is that a bit...
That's much better.
I can hear myself.
You can hear yourself now.
Yeah, there we go.
Congratulations.
I'm not outperforming.
You're not outperforming?
I'm not overcompensating.
No, that's a
volume-wise.
great level. That's a great level. Just so you know, all this fantastic political analysis doesn't go unheard, you know?
Oh, no. Tell another tale. Shout out to Yasmin.
To Yasmin.
Shout out to Yasmin. Almost got me killed on the way here. Pulling out in front of a ute.
Oh, fantastic.
Thanks, babe.
But you got here. I'm glad you got here. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to soak up these golden rays upon the Brownsnake.
No, I made it out alive.
And also treat us to a some noise generation as well.
Yes,
There's a new little item that's, I don't take much care to craft the tableau of the Brownsnake, but I've got a few things to break up the Frankensteinian snake pit of gear that I've assembled here.
It is rather everywhere.
So yeah, but so there's a new item to the tableau, and yeah, actually, yeah, you are faded up. If you want to just because I think the intro to this live stream was you fine tuning your instrument. So
What was it?
yeah, you were in there having a bang and having a push and a squeeze and a twiddle, and it got caught. But don't feel pressure to get amongst it now. We got a whole hour to fill yet.
I'll get into it at some point.
At some point.
Basically, this is a Arturia micro brute. For those who aren't aware, and it's been my new little toy for the past, I don't know how long was it, August? So yeah, like the past 6 months.
6 months of twiddling knobs and making noise.
It's really helping me wrap my head around the concept of analog synthesis, and it's beautiful.
Wave manipulation.
Like my eye's leaking a bit right now just thinking about it.
Because it's such a source of sweet joy every time we raise the microbrute in conversation. A little bit of joy seeps from your head.
I'm still mapping it out. Some days I will find myself at... I've just reached a point in a patch where I don't know how I've gotten there. And I don't know how to ever get back there ever again. It's really annoying. But it's beautiful. It's very...
That is beautiful. Riding those waves of frequency. There's frequency waves to an unknown point, and going, channeling your David Byrne and saying, "How the hell did I get here? This is not my beautiful synthesis." Or maybe it is your beautiful synthesis. Maybe that is the beauty in the synthesis, is that you can find yourself in entirely new, soundscapes.
Yeah, well, because this is a lead keyboard, like I can't really play any chords with it. I can go for the melody, or I can just go for all-out putrefaction and just...
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, don't go for melodies on something like this. No. No melodies. You just want to generate some sort of, like, a visceral oscillation.
Well...
Right? You want something that physically makes you go, or physically generates a physical reaction. There's a better way to go about it.
I find that some days you jump on and you have a little twiddle and it's just not there. But others you'll get in there and you'll just get so locked in, and suddenly you'll just be moving in time with whatever kind of textures you created within the wave, and you find yourself hunched over this tiny little box and like tying yourself in knots trying to reach things, but at the same time really enjoying yourself and kind of just losing yourself to the sound coming out of a tiny little Yamaha amp in front of my face. Actually, directly in front of my face.
Some tiny little 5-inch speaker just right in front of your face.
Oh, I've since managed to upgrade though.
And you're just twiddling away, and you're saying that you get contorted, like it's a physical thing that happens to you during when you're flow state.
Oh yeah, you end up having to
generate them sweet freaks.
Get a foot in there, like
just
need to.
all of it. Can't hold yourself back sometimes.
Oh, I'm like a drummer at practice. Just don't stop. Even though everyone's screaming at me.
Imagine having a band that had just a guitarist, a lead guitarist, a drummer, and someone on a microbrute. It'd just be that would be a wall of sound, like an endless wall of sound.
It'd be hard though. Actually, no, just do away with anything sequencer driven and play.
Yeah, just noodle. Everyone just noodles on their respective instrument.
Oh, I could go a noodle band.
Endlessly. Drummers, microbrute runners, operators. What would you call someone who plays? Is it playing? Operating a?
I don't know. It really depends. I'd say that I'm operating one, not playing one.
Right.
Whereas you watch people who have got the art down and they just instinctively know how to work a filter and an envelope and everything. Probably had an oscilloscope at some point. And
I'd love an oscilloscope.
I know.
Man.
There's some little boutique kind of like fisheye lensed ones getting out there you can add as like a little module to your Euro rack, but I don't think
that's more ornamental though,
yeah,
Ryan.
Yeah.
They are pretty. Don't get me wrong, they are pretty.
I was watching little DIY how-to video the other day of how to turn an old cathode ray tube CRT.
Oh yeah, I've been
TV
down that.
into the
Yeah, I've been down that
oscilloscope.
route for sure.
Oh,
Every time there's hard collection, I'm always eyeing off a CRT. I'm just going, might now be one of those.
can I be bothered?
Electronics is the only thing that could potentially turn me into a hoarder, I think.
Oh,
I've no desire to hoard anything until I see something electronic that I know is customizable for something, I don't know, fairly useless. Like just an ornamental oscilloscope, you know what I mean?
well, I think that the big electronic pieces that people hold on to are usually musical in nature, regardless. Like the piece of furniture / item in my home life that has lasted me the longest has been my stereo.
Right.
That's the one thing that I haven't thrown out as I've been moving around Brisbane.
Does it work?
No.
But it looks good.
It looks beautiful. It's
And
nice.
it holds the potential to work.
It does. If I could find someone talented and trustworthy enough.
The potential. Maybe you could fix it.
Oh.
You got a soldering iron. You soldered your lead.
I did solder a lead. I doubt I could follow a schematic though.
You just need a multimeter, know where the voltage drops out of the circuit.
I have a multimeter.
Mate, you got a soldering iron and a multimeter.
What am I doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing?
Oh, I guess I have. to
Right
say,
now,
just
right now,
wincing.
you're sitting upon, sitting amongst the golden rays of the Brownsnake. I reckon we could probably open that up now. Actually, now that the sun's kind of softened in its.
the eucalypts have
Yeah,
softened it.
yeah.
Any of that on my end or just all on your end? Oh yeah. The man in control. That being St. Lucia, you over there.
Yeah, definitely.
The youth.
UQ. The youth can.
To us three.
Yeah, something like that. Anyway, I'm just gonna bump these up for a moment. What are you gonna do? Just tell me what. That's just the mic. Beautiful.
It's a lot better for me too.
Yeah. It's better for everyone. I just turned down. I've made a mix of both Idols and Rebel Yell and Lorikeets just as of now.
Wouldn't have picked it, would you?
Wouldn't have picked it. It's part of what happens in the Brownsnake is I just pick and choose Brisbane artists.
Very
And sometimes
contrasting Brisbane artists.
Sometimes I'll play full songs. Sometimes I'll just mix them together. Sometimes. Last week I think I just sat on one loop of a jazz trio for most of the show.
I think you did.
Oh, did you watch last show? Did you?
Yeah.
Oh, thanks, Clay.
Of course.
Someone does tune in and listen.
I check it, man. Of course. Maybe not exactly on Sunday.
Yeah, right. Well, that's it. Like it's. Yeah, it's there available whenever you want it. Whenever you want it. Anyway.
Well, again, I'll add, I'm quite humbled to have been invited.
Thanks for coming. Thanks for joining me.
You've had the likes of
Soak up the Brownsnake.
Matt James in the show previously.
Mate, this is episode 13.
Oh, that was all the way back in 2, wasn't it?
In 2.
Episode 2.
What was that, Matt James? No, he was number 1.
Number 1.
Yeah, he was the guinea pig. I was like,
Okay.
just trying stuff out and...
Just poking and prodding.
Yeah.
High-
So,
high
alright, maybe
voltage
we'll...
to him.
I'm gonna open up this song. I'm just gonna go for it.
Oh yeah, shout out to those boys. They're going on tour this weekend.
Shout him out. want, we can oh, it's really sorry, I'll stop interrupting. Sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
I don't need to apologize.
I wasn't doing anything. If I could do something.
Yeah, if you're feeling it, go for it. Here amongst the birds and the golden rays of the brown snake.
I can't promise that this will be beautiful. And I can't promise that this will be clean. Because promises are your dirt. Promises are your abomination. From the bottom of your heart. You always need to remind everyone that you're on the spectrum. Yet everybody can see you have nothing. You hissed and drilled your way into where you are now. Going through your motions, centering your fucking chakras over and over and over for the world's benefit, you seem to think anyway. Wouldn't anybody like you? You're all filthy, greasy reptiles in denial anyhow. Why waste the time? Just sitting and lamenting about the pretty young things. Ending up with their glass dealers and spending all days with pliers in their hands pulling the copper out of the old white goods. They can transcend your emotionally caged existence in pursuit of their edge, practicing their tags on the discarded hot water tanks, smoking while pregnant and hitting their kids almost as hard as the Rock. Filthy little ragdoll arms torn up by the spike. Fit packies spilling out from your house's every orifice. Real horror show, right? Only the greatest religions involve self-harm in a spoon. Don't act like your knowing anything is important. And please, stop following your own advice.
Right on.
Your outer eye sees clearly.
I must be tired of playing games.
Your inner eye is equally aware.
So, does that have a name, that piece that you just recited?
Well, I was cutting in and out of certain pieces, bits and pieces, just to, you know, kind of remove some of the harsh cussing and harsher sentiments. But
I like it.
that one is scrub out your mouth with steel wool.
That was fun. I found that really fun.
Oh, that's a whole 2 pages, that one.
Holy moly!
There's a lot more in
You
this.
certainly do like to write, Clay. You do.
I like to write. Pulling out my notebook the other day when you asked me to take a note of something.
Oh, that's right. No, I like that. I was like, man, I gotta carry more notebooks. I gotta start this speaker box just here. I have plans to customize it into a. Have I shown the apprehension machine? Apprehension engine. So
I saw your post about it actually.
Yes, I'm gonna
the
make
gram.
one. And so this speaker here is gonna be a prototype.
Ooh.
Yeah. So what? It's chipboard, so it may not hold up under tension, but it'd be good. It'd be good learning exercise and just adding things in. Like it's got an inbuilt speaker. So shout out to Dan 8man who said he just said you can put an amp in there and use that speaker as a thing. So depending on how well I can, like contacts might be best. I can't have any actual mics because it might otherwise create a feedback loop. But the speaker box here, I'm going to add all sorts of rods and strings and springs, rods, things, all sorts of things to it, and then just have an amp inside of it, and it could be its own self-contained noise box. Yes, he says. Yes, I totally want to do a
I
self-contained
need to do that.
noise box right now. Yeah.
Oh, I've seen a few like little sample boxes or little percussive kind of. They almost look like a thumb piano, except they've got that. They've got so many different little elements, and you can like run a razor over a serrated wire or something.
Right.
I suppose that would be a lot more fun for percussive sampling, or even just noise.
Even just noise. Speaking of
Even
which,
just
did you
noise.
want to have a punch on your micro brute there?
I wouldn't mind having a punch.
Have a punch.
Let me just pop me stubby in a cooler because it really does what it says on the box.
Cools it.
Keeps it cool.
Keeps it cool. Yeah, so when
Yeah, I
you're
was always-
ready, the tableau is set up, and I'll fade down Saint Surly and fade you up. Alright, microbrute's ready. Yeah, crack them knuckles, man.
Crack the knuckles.
This is not as quite a pretty as a shot as that Annie Instagram account you showed me. You know where she sets up the modular on like
Of course, beautiful.
those yeah, right?
Like snow-covered
So you
pines in the distance through the window
yeah,
and stuff.
yeah.
Well, we don't live in Alaska or anything. We've got the Brownsnake
Exactly. So you can kind of see, you can see
and a Red Bull.
you can see my patchwork thing happening, plus a bonsai and the side of the microbrute. So it's kind of half pretty, half utilitarian, and
Oh, this is a bowl of nuts, by the way.
that's a bowl of nuts. I'm trying to maintain a fairly good level of hostness
I'm terrible at...
providing nuts and grapes. Yeah, you're terrible, mate. You're terrible. It's okay. That's okay. Whenever you're ready, you can just
Thing is, I don't know what's going to happen.
That's
I'm gonna
and
press a key.
that's all part of the magic. That's all part of the magic.
myself. The rest will come if I have hope. It's God enough, let's say. Hey mama, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. I got a plan now. The suckers, they coming for drama. I gotta stand out. I told them the story in code. They got it if they think like yours truly. I doubt it, I'm smarter threefold. They don't got the ears for it, I don't need a sneeze for it. Blessed. Working on the city on my back. Working on the bitches coming backstage. To turn a page, but I'll turn a leaf. Got a green thumb, but the pay is grease. Face fat, Mac is grease. Face out, let your grief. All black, least a week. Stop that, needs a week. Run it back, stamina, maniac. No Pontiac, but I'll drive it till the crowd is dripping wet. And I'll drive you crazy, I don't need a reason. No, I don't need a reason. And I'll take you far away, you don't need a visa. Yeah, you don't need a visa. Sunshine beats, we don't need that season. Yeah. Hot grind beats, we don't need the fucking season. No, no. Hey mama, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. I got a plan now. The suckers, they coming for drama. I gotta stand out. I told them the story in code. They got it if they think like yours truly. I doubt it, I'm smarter threefold. They don't got the ears for it, I don't need a sneeze for it. Blessed. I don't need a line to be tough. I don't need a lie to talk. All these cheesy lines like pizza. You just mad you got no sauce. Keep it up like a balloon, no fall, just autumn. Covered in green, standing tall cucumber. That's why I scare these cats. Keep it funny when I threaten you, the clown, it's back on. And the flow's still immaculate. Say your Eleanor, spell it before the end of the gig. I get it, you wanna buy me, but GE still got like 70 likes on the internet. But I'm gonna write my own internet, get relevant. Then the writing on your wrist will be worth some shit. I keep on trying new things, so we'll put the sky like Kanye and Lupe. Or release out some new say. Heaven only knows. Heaven only goes so far. I bless myself, the rest will come if I have hope. It's God enough, they say. Hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. I got a plan now. The suckers, they coming for drama. I gotta stand out. I told them the story in code. They got it if they think like yours truly. I doubt it, I'm smarter threefold. They don't got the ears for it, I don't need a sneeze for it. Blessed. Hey mama, hey mama, hey mama. I got a plan now. The suckers, they coming for drama. I gotta stand out. I told them the story in code. I told them the story in code. I told them the story in code. Told them the story in code.
Yeah, breathe into the mics. They're live, they can pick up everything you put into them at this point. Very live here, very live on the Brownsnake.
Extremely live.
We get a bit of noise, a bit of spoken word, a bit of hip hop, a bit of golden rays, a bit of apple cider, a bit of peanuts, and a bit of a good time, I suppose. I hope you're enjoying yourself, Clay. This is
I'm miserable.
I'm enjoying your presence here on the Brownsnake. This is a delight, absolute delight.
Well, it's always been a delight without the cameras and such, so I can't see how this could detract, really. I'm speaking in the wrong direction again, aren't I?
Got plenty to say. You're just not saying it into the mic, which is fine.
Oh yeah.
I don't demand any level of professionalism. This is more anti-podcast than anything else. I think there's bound to be a 15-minute chunk of every episode to date where the dialogue is obscured by whether, people not talking to a mic, or just I've had music up right over the top of them and that kind of thing. It's just no need
it
to
happens.
be. I'm not aiming for perfection here. I'm just aiming to hang out in the river with people.
Broadcast it.
And exactly, exactly. Well,
It's for all those conversational voyeurs out there.
right? Those people that get off on nonsense. Right. Yeah.
Preposterousness.
Preposterousness. Oh yeah, right. Exhale, let it out.
preposterousness. Like,
Preposterousness.
actually being able to tell what somebody ate 2 days ago purely through the act of oral sex.
That's quite preposterous.
Mm.
Shout out to Chuck
Yeah, Mr. Palahniuk.
Palahniuk.
However you say it.
Chuck Palahniuk.
Palahniuk.
What kind of last name is that?
I have no idea.
Palahniuk.
Could be Inuit.
Yeah, could be.
Could be Indian.
Could be, yeah. Is he American?
He's North American, yes, I believe.
Palahniuk. It sounds like it would be something to that, right? Inuit,
Something from somewhere.
Native American, sure.
Could be.
Like the ones, all the nations that are a part of Canada and all that, they have some far out words to try and pronounce. That's for sure.
Canada confuses me.
Yeah, right. What confuses you? I can't help you with the confusion because I know very little. But what confuses you about Canada?
They're like Americans, essentially. When
Except-
I hear them,
Right.
and unless they're French, of course. But I can't see how they're that much different from America. They're next to it. They're on top of each other.
It's just once you cross the border, it just means you have a different set of manners to employ, right?
I suppose, like any manners at all.
Well,
once
apparently
you go north.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Exactly. Well, I don't know. I don't really know that many Americans or Canadians.
I'm sorry, I have a rather xenophobic streak when it comes to other white races.
Yeah. Right. And right races with different sets of manners.
Oh, I can't stand
Can't
North
stand-
British people.
Oh, man.
man.
North. Oh, right.
Mm.
North England.
Mm.
They have really thick accents. They certainly do.
They do. Not to denounce any of our northern British.
Too late,
listeners.
man. Too late.
I spit on you then.
Your Twitter feed's going to be just a tidal wave of North Englanders coming at you about dissing them on here on the Brownsnake.
Well, I'm glad.
How
I don't
dare
tweet.
these stinky, grubby convicts undermine our great heritage of
I'm sorry to besmirch the
borderline
good name of your show.
indecipherable
Like,
accent.
slandering an innocent race of people.
Yeah, North Englanders.
Just from the north, though.
Yeah, the South are fine.
Yeah.
Give me a posh poem anytime, because I can understand what they're saying. There's no, it doesn't make me feel uncomfortable, right? As soon as I can't understand what you're saying, I'm really uncomfortable.
On the note of posh poems, here's another bit of topical pop culture controversy.
Lay it on us.
Right now, David Beckham's copping a fair bit of flack.
For what? Is he a posh? He's not a posh poem though, is he?
Oh, his wife's name is Posh.
Yeah, that's close enough.
Yeah.
Proceed. Why is he copying flack?
He put a photo of himself up giving his daughter a kiss on the lips. Like a peck. And people are sexualizing it.
How old's his daughter?
She's like baby, I think.
Yeah,
She's
right.
under 5.
Moral panic.
Yeah. I don't know how you could sexualize that. It's rather like I've seen the photo.
Yeah.
My parents have photos of me as a naked baby with like grapefruit-sized appendages out. I was a bit swollen when I was born.
Right.
In certain scrotal areas.
Yeah, right.
But
Grapefruit sized.
oh, at least orange.
That's of great concern, I imagine.
It's fine now.
Good.
Had
Good.
25 years to work out that issue.
While we're on it, guys, get your prostate checked out. That shit'll kill you for sure.
Oh yeah.
Definitely.
It's a young man's game.
But yeah, I know. People are
Ladies too, get your prostate checked.
you should just go to the doctor every now and again and get pat down, I reckon. Everything. Head
down.
head to toe. Just get touched by a doctor. He'll tell you what's wrong.
Pretty sure he's not just gonna pat you down.
Well,
I've never had an
Fi-
exam. That's the thing.
right. Well,
I'm a 25-year-old man.
you should.
I'm in the bracket.
You should. I've got a pacemaker.
I just don't know how to initiate the conversation. They say, "Why are you here today?" I don't want to lead with that.
I'm just here for a pat down. Check me up. Pat me down.
I've said I'm here for for a checkup and like tried to do meaningful eyes, and it's never really landed. So I'm glad those have all been bulk billed visits to the GP.
Yeah, 'cause they went
Otherwise I
nowhere.
would've-
It's like what's that movie? Oh, iRobot, where the hologram saying you're not asking the right questions. Right? In order to proceed through a doctor's appointment, you got to use the right statements.
Yeah.
Why are you here? And you're like, I'm here for a pat down. You'll get nowhere.
No.
You're like, I need my prostate checked. They're like, okay. Now you're saying the right statements.
Okay, yeah. Now you're being blunt. I can be blunt. Just don't be blunter than that.
Oh no, I think you should. I think you probably could be like
Yeah, I need to jam one up there.
doctors.
Give it a wriggle around and see what's going on in there.
Doctors should be prepared. They just need to get to the point, right? So no matter how you get to the point, as long as you get there, the doctor should know how to take it from there.
Let's see. I've got a new GP at the moment who's currently seeing me semi-regularly due to some nothing too weird health issues. But
We're all human. We all have issues.
We all have things. And yeah, I don't know. He's like 30. I don't know. I can't imagine asking him.
To check your prostate.
Yeah, I can't imagine it would be a sexual experience.
No, probably not. Well, I would hope not. If it is, then you should sue the guy for money. That's not right. That's not right.
Maybe I'm just afraid.
Maybe I am. Well,
he's a pretty, good-looking young fella for a doctor.
All right.
Yeah. Maybe I'm just worried about that.
Maybe. Maybe. I wouldn't judge you either way. Still, it's understandable that it's a confronting thing, right? Allowing someone to check your prostate is obviously crosses a lot of borders and whatnot that you've set up for yourself over the years. And so now you're like, hang
am I
on.
gay for my GP?
Well, just that you let someone touch you there that isn't necessarily an exciting way, right?
He's a rather exciting man.
Kind of like eating the food you don't like to eat, or maybe like eating the vegetable you don't like to eat. That it's not necessarily a pleasant experience, but it is ultimately good for you.
I usually get that out of the way first in any given meal.
Yeah,
where that's
so-
in the way.
So when you go to the doctor's next, you need to get your prostate checked straight up, and then talk to him about the things that'll enable him to give you a lollipop at the end.
After he changes his gloves.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, definitely. Get your prostate checked. Out of the 13 episodes of the Brownsnake, it's the first probably public service announcement that I've ever conducted here. Thanks, Clay, for generating such a...
Well, I can't believe you haven't been using your platform responsibly.
Yeah, I know. It's been a great abuse for the past 13 weeks.
I heard a wonderful theory, or I read a wonderful theory on one of those glorious anti-vaccine groups.
Fantastic.
Facebook.
I'm glad to know that you're familiarizing yourself with that kind of agenda.
I'm trying to get to know the red flags, yeah. And one woman offered a theory that I found to be a bit of a reach. She was wondering whether the Nicholas Cruz, the now infamous school shooter of the week,
Oh, is that his name?
possibly had mental health problems from being vaccinated.
Oh, right.
She was trying to pin the school shooting on vaccines.
Yeah, of course. Any opportunity to further your agenda, I suppose.
Oh yeah, even a national tragedy.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I was going to ask you a question that would probably not be responsible, so I'm just going to...
Ask me an irresponsible question. I'm all about that.
It goes against what I believe, so I'm just going to move on.
Okay.
Yeah, you sometimes you just got to, change the way you operate, and, I don't necessarily need to know about this kid, but tragic and horrible and quite possibly unnecessary.
Oh, extremely unnecessary.
Yeah.
Heartrending.
But anyway, a good cleanser for the ills of the world is to sit up on the Brownsnake and soak up the golden rays.
Yeah, there aren't many places where you can do that, really.
Well, that's why I'm sharing this, is that, get people up here to, soak it up, have a look,
Like, if you manage to get down to Orley Park and they aren't having a bloody fire festival or...
Orley Park?
Is it Orley I'm thinking of? Yeah, Orley, yeah. They're not having bloody...
Which one's Orley Park?
I think it's the one closer to you.
What, the one on
Down
the...
near Works.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Right, where the ferry terminal is.
Yeah, ferry terminal.
I have no idea what that one's called. Is that Orley Park? Shout out to Orley Park.
Shut up!
Shout out to my horrible knowledge of the place that I live.
I used to live here too.
Because I don't go anywhere, Clay, 'cause I've got it all right here, you know?
You really don't need to go anywhere.
No. That's why I'm bringing the people to me. Which are, you know, for all the
See,
people...
I never got that.
All the people that haven't made it yet, they are still welcome to come. There's still another 13 episodes to come, so anyone who hasn't made it yet is more than welcome to... There's plenty of opportunity for you to join me here on the Brownsnake.
Did Roro used to occupy this
Yeah, exactly.
fine apartment?
Ro gave me the tap, and I was the privileged one to step into the space.
Oh, see, I never knew where Ro or you after would subtly slither off to.
What do you mean?
After a night in the Boundary Street.
Oh, right, yeah, so Ro would slither up here.
Yeah,
and he'd, you know...
he'd tell me about his nights of getting himself all giddy after drinking too much and smoking too much and playing too much virtual reality.
Oh, yeah. Virtual reality will make you giddy.
Especially when you're after $5 pints.
Yeah. Shout out to $5 points.
Sorely missed.
Man, that was Boundary's first misstep in many, I think. I'm just going to totally ride down the Boundary right now. It used to be a place of $5 points. Points upon points. Yeah, no longer are the $5 points there, and don't really go there anymore. Do you go to the Boundary anymore? I don't go to the Boundary anymore.
I've stopped in for, like, you know, the odd lunchtime brew.
I'm telling lies. I was there a couple of weeks ago, but
Mate.
I'm not there as often as I was when there was $5 points. That's
No.
points. Points.
Or when there was another Nick about.
Well, yeah, that was the combination. Ro likes to say that this is all fairly esoteric conversation, but Ro likes to say that the simultaneous downfall of the Boundary being a highlight for many people, not just our circles, but many people. I feel like anyway, was that not only did Nick Milnes disappear for us, but then $5 pints disappeared for everybody else, and then they tried to make money and they tried to turn it into a Sunday session. And that attracted people who like to just...
And it's $5 schooners now.
Is it?
Yeah.
Well, it's not that bad, but still, it's not a pint.
It's not that great either.
Yeah.
Oh. No, and they redid the sports bar on the corner as well. From what I've been told, they refurbished it. And it was classic. It looked like my nan's bathroom.
Right?
When I was
everywhere.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah. It looked like you could easily spray the vomit down.
I think that's the only reason it survives is that all the old dogs are still there in that front bar, right? Regardless of what it looks like, you can't shake away the old regulars. And that's they support the place.
Oh, you see them outside.
That's why you should respect your elders.
Hopping up and down on
if
one leg.
If you carry their respect and their
favour,
their loyalty, then they'll stick by you because they're loyal. Shout out to loyalty.
Are we talking dogs or old people?
Both.
No, yeah. Curry.
Old dogs.
Dogs love a curry.
Figurative. Literal.
Schrodinger's dog.
Schrodinger's dog.
His little known other work.
Schrodinger's alcoholic, yeah. Shout outs. Hey Clay, so as it is generally very well known, time flies when you're having fun.
We're coming towards the end of an
man,
show.
we got like 5 minutes. So it's always nice to give people a nice close-up shot of the river, you know, on the live stream, on the YouTubes.
I think you should.
Should get back on the YouTubes and check out all the nice things. So I've chosen a really lovely, gentle track by Blank Realm.
Oh, my favourites.
Yeah, I thought you'd like this. And it's an appropriate title track. It's called Malted Lingo. I'm just going to dial back the verb.
Enjoy yourselves, Brisbaneans. It's been a pleasure.
Yeah, and we'll get people a nice close. And then, I know, it only goes for like 2 minutes and there's still 4 minutes to go. So let's play this and we'll come back and... I don't know. Who knows? I'm not going to plan it too thoroughly.
No.
Clay.
Nick.
Thanks for joining me.
Oh, thanks for having me. It's always been a pleasure. Thanks for listening to us, if you have.
I like listening to all of you. Yeah. No, actually, you've been. People ask me, what do you want from me here on the Brownsnake? Like, you do whatever you want. Like, you can do what you do in the outside world, or you can come here and just, say nothing and soak up the river. So they tend to just do that. But today you brought all of it. You soaked up the river and you performed a little bit, made some noise, read some pieces.
Could have done more.
No, I wouldn't want any more of you. This has been quite the episode.
I won't reveal anything further.
Yeah, cool. Right. Nice. Let's just open this up and go down the Joe's Jetty. Soak up the Brownsnake.
Joe's Jetty?
Joe's Jetty, I'll show you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Has he carved his name in it?
He has a mosaic tile that has his name on it. Anyway,
Okay.
I'll show you.
Okay.
This has been the Brownsnake.
You're the first
Fare thee well.
I've ever seen.
Don't let go, kid.